Good evening, I'm Ren Wadsworth and this is your non-stop local news update. In a continued effort to strengthen border security and protect Montana communities from fentanyl, Senator Jon Tester and other legislators wrote a letter urging Senate and House leadership to include the Securing America's Borders Against Fentanyl Act in the 2023 National Defense Authorization Act so it can be signed into law before the end of the year. The bill would boost federal research and development of new technologies to restrict the flow of fentanyl across America's borders and ports of entry, providing $20 million to develop that new technology and enhance targeting of counterfeit pills and illicit pill presses. Finally, Securing America's Borders Against Fentanyl Act would also strengthen data-driven searches to increase seizure rates of illicit fentanyl. The bipartisan group of lawmakers says in part, we strongly believe the bipartisan bill would strengthen our nation's response to illicit fentanyl entering through our borders and causing a tragic rise in fatal overdoses. The lawmakers add overdose deaths in the U.S., particularly due to fentanyl poisoning, continue to rise and pose a grave threat to communities across the nation. On the other side of the aisle, Senator Steve Daines has also spoken about the need to crack down at the southern border to curb Montana's fentanyl crisis.
We're at war with these drugs, and it's time to secure the southern border and stop the flow of these drugs coming into our country and in the state of Montana.
The bipartisan support for the Securing America's Borders Against Fentanyl Act calls attention to skyrocketing overdose rates and record high drug seizures. The legislation could be just one of the ways law enforcement curb the crisis by detecting and intercepting fentanyl shipments before they reach Montana. In Wyoming, animal encounters are common, but some are certainly scarier than others. Here is one you wouldn't want to see close to your home.
On Wednesday morning, local homeowners had a wake-up call of a lifetime.
Had I gone out there when she was out there, I don't know, the story would be the same.
Jennifer and Vince Belmont said they had a mountain lion jump their fence and make her way into the window cellar.
I almost had a heart attack, but she came to the right house to get relocated. I'm not sure if any of our neighbors would have done the same.
Alarmed, they quickly made their way back into their homes. They called Game and Fish to get the lion out safely.
It shows Wyoming at its finest. You know, it can be dangerous, but at the same time, we have the good personnel here to take care of everything.
The lion posed no immediate threat to the family, and authorities are working to get the animal relocated. Layla Martinez, Wyoming News Now.
That's all for now. Be sure to check back here in the morning to get your day started with Wake Up Nonstop Local. I'm Ren Wadsworth. Thanks for tuning in to your Nonstop Local News.